Hey guys, it is Miki Same Unlimited, and today is Sunday. Sundays are the 6 Pit the Pain Challenge, where I duel my subscribers. For people that are new to the 6 Pit the Pain Challenge and don't get it, the 6 Pit the Pain Challenge is an endurance challenge that I created where I duel my subscribers, where I play my 6 decks, and my opponent, being you, would have to play 6 decks. You come at me in single games. If you lose against any of my rounds, it's game over, and then, the challenge is over. And then you can re-challenge me after your game has been uploaded. So now that you guys know it, do not forget to like the video. 500 likes will be the goal. The 6 Pit the Pain Challenge is one of the hardest segments for me to constantly keep delivering. So if you guys like the video, it's so greatly appreciated, and it helps me be motivated to keep doing it each week. So other than that, we're going to get on into my duels with Benji, and we're going to showcase, him in the 6 Pit the Pain Challenge and seeing how well he did. So let's kick on into it with the intro.
They got us trapped.
You'll never survive if you lose control, Mr. Fox.
Okay, so getting on into round one, I am using Zox Magicians, and I'm facing Yang Zings. And I said to myself, I looked at my hand and I said, ooh, I kind of really don't want to work with this hand, so let me see where it goes. So I just passed. I said, you know what, I'll just wait until turn 2, and then I'll just go from there. So it's some kind of Yang Zing Zodiac mashup where it does all the fancy mechanics that, all the young people do nowadays. So I said, oh, okay. So I saw, the level 5 Yang Zings that gets that trap card that counters and basically negates anything I do. So I said, oh, that's not something I'm looking forward to. And then I said, oh, wait, I lose. So I don't have to bother dealing with it. Thank God. So I was just like, all right, so you got past one round. So we're going to get on into round 2. Okay, so getting on into this round, I am using Dynamist, and I'm facing a soft frame 60 card Gresslook Screener variant. And in my logic, I kind of feel like the time and place with me with Dynamist has kind of passed. I feel like it's time for me to say goodbye to Dynamist. I've been meaning to say goodbye to Dynamist for a while, and I just haven't had like a good deck replacement for them yet. Because, I don't know, I feel very inadequate with them ever since True King Dinosaurs came around. Because I always feel like, oh, they're better than them. They're not going to get hit by the Link Summoning rule as much as I am. And my deck's already kind of shitty. So I kind of said, I think it's time that I put the deck down and move on to something else. I just don't know what else I'm going to play. And as for me, I haven't faced Psyframes in a while. And I said to myself, I had the ability to play Totally Awesome, but I kind of felt like it was going to blow up in my face. So I said, maybe I shouldn't play it. And I guess that could be like one of my downfalls in this duel. But in my logic, I kind of just wanted to hopefully, get my scales back and then go from that. But he kept banishing them. So I said, oh, I can't really use, my scales to start pendulum summoning from my extra deck. So I kind of said, but I made a little bit of a misplay there, because I could have totally, like, every time when he targeted my scales, I could have used the scales to basically negate their effects and put them in the extra deck. So I don't know why I didn't do that, because I kind of felt like that was stupid, because if I had the opportunity to summon them from the extra deck, I would have more, but I really didn't get that opportunity anyway, so who the hell cares? So in the end, he summoned Scarlet, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. No, not Hot Red Dragon, just regular Red Dragon Archfiend, the Scarlet version. So he basically, upgrades it, and then in my logic, I saw his field. I said, well, I know whatever I play, especially with Omega could easily take whatever is out of my hand, and then I drew Twin Twister. I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling that, so I used Raigeki. I knew I was losing, so I said, you know what, you got this, GG, whatever. I mean, it's the price I pay for, using casual-based decks. I don't know, I just have so much fun using casual. I mean, it's a shame that my decks didn't do better, but, shit happens. Next round, I am using my Spellbook Invoked Wind Witch variant, and I am facing, what am I facing? I'm pretty sure it's an Infernoid Burning Abyss variant. And in my opinion, I was never more angry with this deck in all my life. In my opinion, you want to know what it is? I've been a big fan of Spellbooks for a very, 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 very long time. So I saw Rudra and I was excited. I said, oh my god, they finally made a new Spellbook variant. So happy. So I made this variant out of nowhere. So I said, oh, let me try it out. Let me see how it does. But you know what happened? I started playing Cardians like literally like right after, so I literally paid the deck like almost no mind, so I haven't practiced it in a long time. But this is another deck where I feel like I kind of am at like my ends with, where I kind of feel like I've been playing Spellbooks for a very long time. I'm ready to move on to bigger and better things. The only 4 decks that I know I want to keep for the challenge is I want to keep Constellars, I want to keep Cardians, Zark's build, and Fluffals. Because I think all 4 of them I feel like I click well with, I like them, and I constantly want to keep playing them. So basically, he cut me off here, but then I said I had an Ice Bell in my hand, so I said kill my 2 cards, but then he left Ice Bell alone on the field. I was like, fuck, because everything I have in my hand is like, I didn't really have any option to basically get rid of her. So I was just like, this is not really looking so well with me, because I could have summoned Raijin and go from there, but then I used Spellbook of Life and I was like, oh fuck, I forgot that her level goes up with Spellbook of Life, because I always am so used to using it on the Spellbook monsters, and then like I never use them to go into the extra deck anyway, so I was just like, it doesn't fucking matter. And then I had all these cards in my hand. I said, why couldn't I just have 3 fucking Spellbooks, so I could have fucking summoned High Priestess? At least High Priestess would have done something, and I actually would have been able to do a comeback. To be honest, I don't really give a flying fuck, because I know deep down this game I should have had, and I'm a little disappointed that I didn't have it, because I was so close of getting it, because I just needed the right cards to hit my hand. In this duel, I am using my Fluffals, and I am facing True King Dinosaurs. I feel like every deck that this guy used was like hardcore meta, and I feel like I just look like a fool because I'm using nothing but casual. I mean, the Zark deck I have is kind of a little bit more on the stronger tier side, but literally like I just passed and I didn't do anything. So I basically said, all right, I have good moves. Everything's kind of going the way I want it. And then he, used, I forgot that dinosaur's name, to protect him from, being unaffected by artifacts. So I said, okay. So my logic was, I said, I'm going to play totally awesome, and I'll be able to negate anything that you do. So I said, all right, I kind of have the duel in the bag. I feel like I'm doing very well for myself. I feel like I got this. And in the end, for a first turn board, that's pretty good for Fluffals. And in my hand, I had a good backup for next turn. So I said, oh, I'm good. And then he summoned Ultimate Conductor Tyranno and was attacking me with everything. I was like, fuck. I said, I'm going to take a shit ton of damage right now, and that's not very good for my deck, because I don't play any trap cards. So I said, okay, let's see where he goes with this. I just assumed Logia or Goka, because every single True King player ends with Logia and Goka. So I was like, okay. And then I said, all right, let me play Dog. I wanted to bait out Logia's effect so I could, use Polymerization so I could summon Tiger. So my logic was, I said, okay, let's see where this goes. I said, let me summon Utopia and then Utopia Lightning. And then I forgot that stupid Ultimate Conductor Tyranno can Book a Moon me during my turn. I was like, fuck. That was like my only out. And I said, well, I know Poly's not going to work, but I tried it anyway. And then I said, you know what? You got this. Whatever. I feel like this time I actually felt like I really did do well. So I did well in the Spellbook one. I just got rotten hands. And in this one, I just... All right, in the 5th round, I am using Cardians, and my fucking god, do I love Cardians. Cardians are so fun. I have always such a great time playing Cardians. I think that deck is fun to no end. I feel like a lot of people just quit on them because they have like no patience, and people are like, oh, I don't like Cardians because their turns take forever. I love combo-based decks, and that deck, it literally embodies combo-based, so I love it. So the guy turns over, lose 1 turn, and to be honest, I can't face that. I don't play Twin Twister in this variant. This is just a pure Cardian-based build just for fun casual. And for me, I saw lose 1 turn, so I said, well, you got this, because I had no out to that, because my deck special summons like crazy. And I said, it's True Kings again. I really don't give a flying fuck. So I said, whatever, you got this. So that means there's only 1 deck left, and that's Constellas. I decided that I wanted to keep Constellas for the very end, since Constellas is my favorite archetype. If it was going to be the deck to finalize, someone beating the 6-bit pain challenge, I said, it might as well be Constellas. So let's get on to Constellas. So let's finish it up. And in the last round, I am using my Constellars against ABCs. So in my opinion, that's already a pretty bad matchup. But in my opinion, you know what? It's Constellars. I have my fun. So I brought out Crystal Wing in my first turn. Pretty proud of that. In my opinion, I mixed the Kaijus in my Constellar build, and I also added the artifacts. I'm not really feeling the artifacts, because I feel like if I draw the artifacts by themselves, they're useless to me, outside if I had them like what I just did with Galaxy Soldier. So I kind of feel like I'm going to take out the artifacts. But I feel like when it comes just to straight up, like, you know, whatchamacallit, I just had it in my head. When it comes to, like, the kaijus, I think the kaijus are great. I actually just added Gagaga Samurai, and I feel like he's doing kind of well with me. So I said, okay, that's pretty good. I'm doing fairly well. I can negate one thing. So he sets 2 cards. I says, well, if he had face downs, he would have used them last turn. So I assumed it was just a bluff. So I attacked, I hit Alistair, and then I hit my 2 times with Gagaga Samurai, and I feel like I'm very proud of Constellos. They actually saved me from losing the whole 6/5 Pain challenge.
Game over.
Thank you, Benji, for challenging the 6/5 Pain challenge. I mean, to be honest, as much as I bitch and complain about the meta, everyone plays what they want to play. Everyone plays what they like. If that's what, you know, people choose to play, that's their choice. You know, as much as I, you know, anytime I ever duel a subscriber, it's always nice to duel a subscriber. Whatever they choose to play, I don't really care. I'm happy either way. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. My Tuesdays are my weekly topics. My Thursdays are my ranty Thursdays, where I either do my beatdowns or my rant-ons. My Saturdays are my top 10s. And my Sundays are my 6/5 Pain challenge, where I duel my subscribers. Other than that, have a good day and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in a future video.